Hello friends. Welcome to Grow with Afreen. We have prepared Band-9 answers for Cambridge IELTS-18, Speaking Test-4. Remember that all the answers are a little bit longer because they contain more information and ideas. Don't be afraid, listen and develop your imagination. Oh, please subscribe to the channel for more contents. Now listen and learn.
Good morning, and welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Rob. I will be your examiner for this part of the test. It has 3 parts. I will give instructions for each of the parts. I am recording this test for marking purposes.
All right.
This is candidate number 930667, and the time is 11 o'clock. We are doing the exam in Dhaka, Bangladesh. And before we continue, can you please just show me your identification?
Here is my passport which I used to register for the exam, and you can take a look.
Great, and what is your full name?
My name is Afreen, and my family name is Yasmin. You can call me Afreen.
Okay, Afreen. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better, and a couple of questions on a general topic.
All right.
Do you work or study?
I actually do both at this moment. I work for a financial institution as a financial strategist, and I also study IELTS and also GRE for my higher studies.
How many hours do you usually sleep at night?
Well, getting enough sleep is crucial for our overall health and well-being. The amount of sleep required varies depending on age and individual needs. Generally, I always try 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. However, sometimes I may require more or less sleep to function at my best. It's important to listen to my body and pay attention to how I feel after different amounts of sleep to determine the ideal amount for me. Consistently getting enough sleep can improve mood, memory, and overall health.
Do you sometimes sleep during the day? Why? Why not?
It is very common for people in Bangladesh to take naps or rest during the day if they feel tired or have trouble sleeping at night. When I take a nap, I tend to keep pressing the snooze button and end up sleeping for at least an hour and a half. It is okay to nap during the day as long as it does not interfere with my nighttime sleep schedule. I think that napping can provide benefits such as increased alertness, improved mood, and decreased fatigue. However, it is important to keep naps short to avoid feeling groggy and disrupting my nighttime sleep. It seems to me that a 30 to 45-minute nap would be ideal.
What do you do if you can't get to sleep at night? Why?
Well, having trouble falling asleep can be frustrating and can lead to a number of negative effects such as fatigue, lack of concentration, and irritability. There are a number of things I do to help myself fall asleep more easily. Firstly, I establish a consistent bedtime routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate my body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Secondly, I create a relaxing environment in my bedroom. This includes dimming the lights, playing soft music, and avoiding screens before bedtime. I avoid consuming anything that could interfere with my sleep, such as caffeine, alcohol, and large meals before bedtime.
Do you ever remember the dreams you've had while you were asleep?
Dreams are indeed a mysterious and fascinating phenomenon. I do remember my dreams on occasion, particularly when they are related to my aspirations and goals. When I experience vivid and meaningful dreams, they serve as a source of inspiration and motivation. By visualizing my goals and aspirations in such a vivid and immersive way, I can solidify my commitment to achieving them. Overall, whether we remember our dreams or not, they are a fascinating and complex aspect of our mental lives. By exploring and understanding them, we can gain valuable insight into our innermost thoughts and desires, and use that knowledge to achieve our goals and live fulfilling lives.
Okay, Afreen, at this stage of the test, I will give you a card with a topic. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Don't worry if I stop you. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. Here is the paper and pencil. Your 1-minute preparation starts now. Describe a time when you met someone who you became good friends with. You should say who you met, when and where you met this person, what you thought about this person when you first met, and explain why you think you became good friends with this person. Your 1-minute preparation is up. Would you start speaking now, please?
Meeting new people can be a wonderful experience, especially when you click and become good friends with someone. One time, I met someone who became a good friend of mine. I met this person, named Sarah, at a party hosted by a mutual friend. When I first met Sarah, I thought she was very outgoing and friendly. She had a warm smile and a great sense of humor that immediately put me at ease. I felt like we had a lot in common, and we spent the party chatting and laughing together. I believe that I became good friends with Sarah because we share similar interests and values. We both love hiking and exploring the outdoors, and we also enjoy trying new foods and experiencing different cultures. Another possible reason is that we have gone through similar experiences or challenges together. Sharing difficult times created a strong bond between us and made us feel like we could rely on each other for support. Additionally, good communication and mutual respect can also be factors in the development of a strong friendship. I believe that when people feel heard and valued in a relationship, they are more likely to feel close to the other person. Sarah is an excellent listener and always makes me feel heard and understood. Overall, I am incredibly grateful to have met Sarah and am excited about all the adventures we will have together in the future.
Okay, Afreen, I am going to stop you here. Please turn over the notepaper and put it to the side. I am going to take back the card. And now we will continue with part 3. For part 3, I will ask you some questions regarding your part 2 response.
All right.
How important is it for children to have lots of friends at school?
Well, having friends is an essential aspect of a child's social and emotional development. It helps them build their self-esteem and confidence, learn how to communicate effectively, and develop empathy towards others. I believe that the number of friends a child has is not as important as the quality of those friendships. A child may have a few close friends who they can rely on and confide in, and this can be more beneficial than having many acquaintances. Additionally, being popular does not necessarily equate to being happy or well-adjusted. It is also important to recognize that not all children have the same social needs or abilities. Some children may be naturally more introverted and prefer to have a few close friends, while others may thrive in larger groups. As parents and educators, it is important to support each child's individual social needs and help them develop the skills to make and maintain positive relationships.
Do you think it is wrong for parents to influence which friends their children have?
I think that it is not necessarily wrong for parents to influence which friends their children have, but it can be a tricky line to walk. On one hand, parents want to ensure that their children surround themselves with positive influences who share similar values and interests. On the other hand, children need to learn how to make their own decisions and form their relationships. It is important for parents to communicate with their children and have open discussions about friendships and relationships. By explaining their concerns and reasons for wanting to influence their child's friend group, parents can help their children understand the importance of surrounding themselves with positive influences. However, it is also important for parents to respect their children's autonomy and allow them to make their own decisions. Ultimately, it is up to each individual family to determine what works best for them.
Why do you think children often choose different friends as they get older?
It is a difficult question. Let me think about it. As children grow and develop, their interests, personalities, and priorities often change, and this can lead to changes in their social circles. It is common for children to choose different friends as they get older because they are looking for new experiences and connections that align with their current stage of development and interests. For example, younger children may be drawn to friends who share their love of playing with toys or games, while older children may be more interested in friends who share their passion for sports, music, or other hobbies. Additionally, as children mature, they often develop their own unique identities and may seek out friends who share similar values or attitudes.
If a person is moving to a new town, what is a good way for them to make friends?
Well, moving to a new town can be a daunting experience, especially if you don't know anyone. However, there are several ways to make friends in a new town. One of the best ways is to join a club or group that interests you. This could be a sports team, book club, or even a volunteer organization. By joining a group, you'll have the opportunity to meet people who share your interests and hobbies. Another great way to make friends in a new town is to attend local events. Checking out the town's website or social media pages to see if there are any upcoming festivals, concerts, or other events. They should attend these events and strike up conversations with the people around them. Besides, we may even meet someone who lives in our neighborhood. Lastly, they should not be afraid to say hello to their neighbors. Introducing themselves and striking up a conversation is a great way to make new friends and learn more about the town. Additionally, their neighbors can help them learn about local events and activities. Overall, making friends in a new town takes some effort, but by joining groups, attending events, and introducing themselves to their neighbors, people can quickly build a network of friends and feel more at home in their new community.
Can you think of any disadvantages of making new friends online?
It is an important question. While making new friends online can be a great way to connect with people from all over the world, there are also some potential disadvantages to consider. One of the biggest downsides is that it can be difficult to truly know who you are communicating with online. People can easily pretend to be someone else or misrepresent themselves, which can lead to disappointment or even danger if you meet up with them in person. Additionally, online friendships can sometimes lack the depth and intimacy of in-person relationships, which can be a drawback for some people. Finally, spending too much time online can be isolating and can take away from other important activities and relationships in your life. Overall, it's important to be cautious and aware when making new friends online and to balance your online interactions with real-life experiences.
Would you say it is harder for people to make new friends as they get older?
As people age, their lifestyles and priorities change, which can make it challenging to make new friends. Unlike in childhood and adolescence, where friendships are formed through shared experiences like school or extracurricular activities, adults often have to make a conscious effort to meet new people. Additionally, many people have established social circles by the time they reach adulthood, which can make it harder to break into existing friend groups. However, it's not impossible to make new friends as you age. In fact, many people find that they form some of their strongest friendships later in life. Some ways to meet new people include joining clubs or groups based on your interests, attending community events, volunteering, or taking classes. It's also important to be open-minded and approachable when meeting new people, as well as putting in effort to maintain and nurture those relationships. So while it may require more effort than it did in childhood, it's certainly possible to make new friends as you get older.
Thank you. This is the end of your speaking test.
Thank you very much.
Follow these tips to get a good band in IELTS speaking test. 1. When you talk, you should only look at your notes briefly. Don't read directly from your notes. 2. Don't be afraid to disagree with the opinions the examiner expresses. 3. It is important to have your own opinion to current issues. There is no problem if you provide any false information. 4. If you run out of ideas after 1 minute, give yourself a fresh start by looking at the task in the booklet again. 5. It's important to listen carefully to the examiner's questions so that you can answer in the correct tense. 6. When you answer yes, no questions, please answer the questions first and then give reasons for your answer. Don't simply answer yes or no. 7. Make good eye contact with the examiner from the moment you enter the room and answer in a polite and friendly way. Your body language plays an important role in communication. 8. Make sure that you arrive 45 minutes before your test so that you are not hurrying and have time to relax. If possible, please visit the test center before the day of your test so that you are familiar with where you need to go. The speaking test is a natural conversation. If you try to give a prepared speech, the examiner will interrupt you and ask you a different question. So try to be natural all the time.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.